Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound. With me tonight, I have Tammy at Rebel Canners and Mark at Chef Tech. And it is Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's chat, well, the topic is canning cheese. All right. And
I don't know why it's doing that.
You rotated your phone midway through.
there it goes.
Oh, there it is. Hey,
Sorry for anybody who's dizzy out there now.
I'm getting dizzy.
All right, let's see who. Oh man, we got a lot in here. Scroll all the way back to the top. First one in was Plug Your Ears. CB at Hugo Homestead. And following her was L Dog, then Moon over Miami, then Shady Hill came in on your side there, Tammy. And Magic Acres is on Tammy's side. Geeky Gardens is in the house. And Juanita Thornton came in on Tammy's side. Let's see what we got here. Shady Hill now came in on my side, double tagging us. And Prep for the Ages is in here. Or Prepper for the Ages, sorry. And I think, and Took by V. So I think I've caught up with everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. We got
L Dog 4594. Welcome aboard.
I got him way back at the beginning.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was number 2. And that was interesting. The number was up at 16. Then all of a sudden it dropped down to 12, and that must have been the 4 trolls trying to get in and realize they had to subscribe to make derogatory comments.
The 4 horsemen of the troll apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're back up to 15. All right.
2 more pop back in to try to be like, oh, can I get in on this one? No, too late, buddy.
Little Lone Prepper joined us. So, all right. So, the starting point.
Yep. And Tammy's cheesing out again.
No, her router is cheesing out. She'll be back in a minute. So our starting point tonight is canning cheese. And we're going to go from canning cheese to other ways of preserving cheese as well. So basically it's going to be a cheesy night tonight, including some cheese canning recipes of other than just plain cheese as well. So, and this is Took nailed it. Now they can be the 4 horsemen.
And she's back.
Screaming at us from outside the chat.
Let me in.
Yeah, they keep trying to come in. They come either on my side or Tammy's side because I watch the numbers. Numbers start going up all of a sudden. They get mad because they can't make comments about doing it. Drops. And okay, we're up to 19 now. Welcome everybody that's coming in.
Yeah, Uncle Richard will probably pop on sooner or later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're going to start this off. Did I do anything else besides that? No, I didn't. I just had the general info. Get rid of that. There we go. So I don't need to share anything right now, so I can stop sharing. Hey. So one of the first live streams I did with Tammy, was that 3 or 4 years ago, was on canning cheese. 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah. And what do we got? McNugget came in on your side. How do you feel about McNuggets? No. It's not real chicken. It's not real chicken.
Not even real breadcrumbs. Not real anything.
Yeah.
Go buy some McNuggets, leave and put them on your kitchen cabinet and leave them there for about 10 years and see what happens. Nothing.
Yeah, mice won't touch them. All righty.
No,
So-
nobody will. Birds won't.
To get the first big question out of the way, pressure can or water bath? Tammy's having problems. She's,
Water bath. Water bath.
yeah. Can nuggets, CD says. Yeah, so cheese being dairy is something you want to water bath. You don't want to pressure can it. The extra high temps that pressure canning is known for aren't helpful to dairy products. So the one of the things that listening to these guys talk and stuff, they were just going before the live. Now they're quiet. But cheese will break down at higher temperatures. The oil will separate out, and so that's why water bathing is, because basically it's 212 degrees, not 280 degrees. You know, because water boils at 212 degrees. Unless you're at my altitude, then it's only like 205 degrees or something because of the altitude difference and water boiling at lower temps. So, what is your favorite thing? What is your favorite cheese to can?
Well, I've done
Cheese
cream
sauce.
cheese. I've done cheddar cheese. I've done Swiss. Not a fan of Swiss anyway. My favorite one I just canned was Parmesan, but I canned it in Alfredo sauce.
That's
Okay.
a cheese sauce.
That's my new favorite. Yeah. But cream cheese. I like to have cream cheese. And my son loves the nacho cheese. I recanned number 5 cans of nacho cheese. He loves those.
And
So with cream
there are
cheese, how do you do cream cheese? Like pack it in a jar and throw it in a canner, or do you sit there and have the jars open, heat the water, and slowly melt it
Gotta heat
in
it.
so you don't get air?
Slowly melt it in, mush it with a
So it's a
little
labor of
spatula.
love.
Yeah. But it is worth having a few jars on my shelf. Not a lot.
Oh,
but just
How long does the cream cheese last? I love cream cheese.
these are short-term things for me. I have found like even the cheese, it just separates and gets kind of, the oil all separates out and it gets kind of gross. So it's not something I do for long term. I'm doing a few jars for short term.
Okay. What about how long will the nacho cheese last in the jar before it gets eaten? Not counting being eaten by hungry kids.
About 2 years. You get about the 18 months they say on the cheaper lids.
Okay.
But then it really starts to separate and get really runny. And I don't like it like that. But it never lasts that long at this house because I have a boy who loves nacho cheese and chips. So we get about 6 months out of a number 10 jar, and that's it.
All right. I'm looking for something here.
So recanning like nacho cheese, recanning the can of cheese sauce, that's because a number 10 can of cheese sauce is probably, I'm just going to pick a number like say $10, but you get enough, you can fill up enough jars to last a while. Because if you open that big can and start to eat it, it'll start to go bad. You can't eat it all.
A number 10 can is $6. A little half pint that you buy from the store is $3.59.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I can get like 10 half pints out of a number 10 can.
Or more.
Yeah. It depends on whether the boy is home and eating.
What's up, Howie?
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to find a certain playlist. There we go. So I got to share the screen again here. on Tammy's channel, she has some great playlists over there. So you go to Rebel Canners, you click on playlists up, and you scroll down, and you'll find milk, butter, and dairy. And view full playlist. Let's see what's in there. 3 videos on canning different stuff. Oh, there's the queso from scratch. Butter. Where's the cheese? Yep. Unboxing and it's cheese making the kit. Okay. Trying to find where.
I just saw it today. It's
Dessert
alive.
cheese. Huh?
It was alive, so it might not be in. I might need to put it in this playlist. It's in
Yeah.
the live playlist.
Okay. So that's going to be hard to find then if it's in the live playlist. We'll have to.
I'll have to. I just Rebel canning cheese, and it's the first one that comes up. I
Yeah.
literally put in my hashtag, and it's the first one that comes up.
Okay. So yeah. So it'll be over there later, but yeah, you can still have some, dairy products in here. And just about every dairy product here is water bath, not pressure canned.
Yep.
Okay. So this is preserving cheese in oil with herbs. That's the 6 months ago.
Yeah, that one is just like shelf stable in the oil.
Is that for hard cheeses or like soft cheeses like mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella. Yeah, that's I would buy the mozzarella balls in oil with the herbs. Oh yeah, they're great. You let them soak in there for a while. Yeah, they're really good then.
That jar I made did not last 3 weeks.
No doubt. These are good.
So I don't know how I'm not saying it's super long shelf stable because it was so good and it didn't before it even marinated enough to be called marinated in the herbs. It was
We used to call them snowman balls, but anyway.
Yeah. And I didn't do just the mozzarella. I also cubed some cheese and put in there, and it was so good.
Like cheddar.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was Gouda. I like
sounds
Gouda.
good. Sounds very good.
Everything's better with Gouda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My new one right now, there's a Sam's Club has an Asiago blend with Parmesan, Asiago, and something else. Parmesan. It has Parmesan Reggiano. Thank you. Which is of course.
Is
one
it
of
a
my
solid?
favorite
Is it a solid block? Like they blend it and re-brick it? Or is it?
No, it's shaved.
Oh, shaved and shredded. Okay.
It's not shredded. It is shaved. So there's no powder on it. It is just shaved.
Right.
Oh, so good.
Oh, 3 years ago. Here, it's alive with me and Courtney and Tammy canning it. I killed it off. Hang on a second here. Share screen. So here it is right here over here. Canning cheese live, Rebel Canners, my prep, 3 years ago, an hour and a half video. And let me bring that up here a little bit and see how we get an ad on it. Okay, wait till the ad goes on. I can
And
get rid of
you
the
get to
ad.
see my Julia. You get to see my
Okay.
Julia Child interpretation in that one.
Yeah. All right, so she's got the close up of the cheese there, and she's going to do it. And where's it got here? And it's
Yeah, I
got some
did the
breaks in there. Yeah. So it's all in there. And here, boom, Control C, go to. It'll show up on my side, so I'm not sure it'll show up on Tammy's side.
Yeah, it's showing up on the live on her side.
No. The link I just put into the chat.
Oh. Yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah. So what I will do here is where is it? Private chat. I will drop it in the private chat. And one of you guys can share it
Tammy,
to
what was the
Tammy's
hashtag?
site.
What was the hashtag you put for that, Tammy? Canning, Rebel Canning
Rebel
cheese?
canners, and then I just did cheese.
And prep my pantry.
Yeah, that's the that's the playlist it's in then. One of
Okay.
them.
So there it is, and she's going through and adding more cheese as it slowly melts and settles down in there. And you're doing 3 different types of cheese in here. So
Yeah, I did the sharp cheddar, I did a Swiss, and I think I did cream cheese.
yeah,
maybe
that's cream cheese. Yeah, I remember that.
I would think the regular, like a regular cheddar, not a sharp, because when cheeses technically get sharp, they're losing moisture. That's water, not the oil. So they get firmer and obviously more tasty. So maybe canning a regular cheddar or a mild cheddar, white or orange, would work a little better. Would probably has a little more meltability. That I know.
I was just canning cheese that was given to me. So my sister was like, "Hey, I got this cheese we haven't eaten. Do you want some?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know what I'll do with it."
All right, Kaylin is at the bus stop waiting for a bus to go home. She's been in the mosque. Cool.
Hey, Kaylin.
Yeah. So yeah, so you've gotten the milder cheeses tend to can better than the sharp cheeses.
I did. They melt better.
They melt better.
I'll go with that. Like even like baby Swiss is much softer, has a higher melt. It's easier to melt like on a tuna melt or a sandwich than regular Swiss with the big holes in it, the aged Swiss, because it's a firmer cheese. It does melt, but not as quickly.
Right.
Baby cheddar, baby Swiss, baby Gouda, stuff like that. The softer and younger the cheese, or the younger the cheese is, the softer it is.
Right.
So it melts. It just has a higher and quicker meltability, lower temperature. When you do like a Swiss cheese, grilled Swiss cheese with onions or something, and you're using that hard Swiss, which breaks when you try to, you can't roll it up. It breaks. Yeah, it doesn't melt. You're burning your bread before you're melting the cheese. And if anybody ever wondered why, that's why.
Okay.
Now, also, I want to interject. This is not something that you want to do with blue cheese and Roquefort.
No, Roquefort.
No.
That's
Those
'cause
have-
it's not, yeah. I wouldn't melt
Those
that.
those have mold cultures injected into them, and they are very delicious mold. I love me some blue cheese. I love some Roquefort, but those are not ones that you would want to can because they've been inoculated with that. So that's not a good cheese to do this with.
Howie says, love eating goat feta on everything.
Sure.
Ooh, goat cheese. Don't get me started. I love a good chèvre with herbs. I don't like it plain. I like it with herbs.
So if you are gifted a whole bunch of cheese, you can preserve it a little while longer by canning it.
Well, actually, no. Wait.
A little.
I was gifted from a friend of mine in a restaurant when I was down in Leesburg, Virginia, like 7-8 years ago. He went out of business, like abruptly. And I happened to stop by and he's like, take whatever you want. I couldn't fit any more stuff in my car. And I got a block of cheese. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. And I mean, it was a 6-pound quarter wheel, and it was vacuum sealed. He bought it that way. I was like, what's this? He's like, about $300. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, you want it? Take it. I'm like, all right. So I just took, he didn't care. He was just like, he was leaving. And so I took it. It lived in the bottom drawer of my fridge in one of the crisper drawers until 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I get home. I'm like, what are you making? She's like, oh, you know that cheese that was in the bottle? I was like, yeah, the one I got like 7 years ago. She's like, oh yeah, it's a offshoot of like a Parmigiano Reggiano.
Ooh. Everybody side chat together.
Go.
Ooh.
Smoke. This is good stuff. So yeah, that lasted years in my fridge, and that stuff was already 20-year-old aged cheese. So keeping your cheese, if it comes hermetically sealed or whatever you want to call it,
as I say,
and it's in the fridge, you're going to at least below, don't quote me, like 52 degrees or something. Oh yeah, it'll age by itself and it'll last a very long time. Now the stuff you buy in blocks at the store, the whatever K brand of cheddar cheese and sharp cheddar, all the different ones that come in half-pound bricks. Yeah, you might get lucky and they'll last for maybe 6 months before they start to get moldy. They can't get all the air out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a semi-sterile environment and blah, blah, blah. But those are the cheeses. If you got them on sale, yeah, those are the ones you'd probably want to can. Not the stuff that's like already aged and super sealed. Yeah, leave that alone until you're ready for it, because you ain't going to recan that stuff.
No.
And that brings up the another thing you can do is, if you get a whole bunch of those smaller ones, if you happen to be lucky and have a really good vacuum sealer or chamber sealer,
it'll help. Now
it'll
you
help.
got to understand, once bacteria gets on the outside of it, I don't care if it's one microbe, even in a chamber sealed bag, because where they process it and all that, yeah, they're all wearing their masks and stuff, and it's a negative pressure environment, you name it. There may still be some bacteria on it. So yeah, you can try that. I'm not going to guarantee it. It'll probably help. But if you're buying cheese, go ahead.
Before you wax cheese, you need to wipe everything down with vinegar, including the cheese.
Yep.
That kills that will help with the bacteria on the outside.
Any particular vinegar?
Just still white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't use red wine. You might alter the color of your cheese. Then you'll have wine cheese.
There's some red wine cheeses though people really like. Not me particularly, but some people really, especially like a port.
I used to make my own. I used to literally take all the cheeses we had when I was working at Hilton. We had like all these half partial bricks and pieces of things of brie and cheddars and that and Swiss. Didn't care. Ran them through the meat grinder into a giant mixing bowl, whipped them up with the big paddle whip, and we're talking the 60-quart mixer. Whip them up with the paddle whip and go down to the concierge and grab like 4 bottles of like Burgundy and just dump it in there at the very end to get the swirly stuff. Take it out, put it in bowls. We put that out for brunch. It was gone in 4 hours of a 6-hour brunch every Sunday. It was their favorite cheese. And they're like, what's the recipe? I'm like, whatever's left over in the fridge. Didn't want to hear it. And no, we didn't take cheese off the platters that came back from buffets with people sneezing and wheezing all over it. No, that wasn't a thing.
Right. Okay. Now, so like Tammy said, for if you're going to wax bricks of cheese, you need to disinfect everything with vinegar.
Yes. And you don't need wet cheese wax. So let me tell you what cheese wax is. Cheese wax is beeswax with a red dye injected into it.
Yeah, it's soft.
You don't need cheese wax. You can use beeswax.
Okay.
But what temperature do you need to store if you buy cheese and you wipe it down with vinegar and you dip it in your wax and like 6, 8, 10 times, whatever it needs to make sure there's no holes in it? What temperature would that need to be stored in? Like below 50?
Your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay. Your refrigerator. I want to say 45. I don't know where I'm pulling that.
Yeah, I don't remember either. You'd have to.
But I want to say 45 degrees.
Okay.
That's all those videos I watch on food safety.
Yeah, you got to go watch those videos where they cure the Parmesan in those giant 50-pound wheels and what the temperature. They rarely ever tell you what the temperature is in that storage facility that's underground in a certain mountain in a certain part of Italy, but it maintains a constant temperature year round. And that's the perfect temperature.
I don't have a salt cave that keeps the moisture down and the perfect temperature. And I don't even,
why not?
I don't even have I just have a cheese drawer. I don't have a whole cheese refrigerator yet. It is the biggest drawer in my refrigerator though. Sometimes I use both.
So just sprinkle some salt in the bottom of it and call it a cheese drawer, a salt drawer. Like a salt cave, it's a drawer.
All right. So, what I'm going back, talking about those big bricks and stuff, especially that one you got there, Mark. if that's done over in Europe, in some of the either Italy or France or wherever,
Europe. Yep.
All above the above.
out in a farmer's field, a barn thing or whatever. I've seen videos of, it looks like they're in a barn and they're making the cheese
On shelves everywhere and hanging up and you name it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it must be that the cheese produces its own bacteria.
No, they're
Whatever.
waxed. When they
No,
cure it,
They're
that's why
waxed.
when they come out of their process of making the cheese. Wow, that's a hell of a freeze there, Gil.
And then
When
they're
they come
doing
out of the process of making the cheese, it's put in molds and let to cool so it firms up, and immediately it's waxed. I guess they probably wipe it down with something, probably vinegar, and it's waxed right away. Then it sits on the shelves and ages for however long they need it to. That's where you see them go in there with that little, it's like a cylindrical knife, and they take a plug out of it, and they do a test on it, and only the center part, the on the outside where the wax is and that, you don't watch them do it. They will take a piece off the center, the core of it. That's the slowest part to age. They'll take a piece off of that to test it, taste it, whatever. But the rest of the plug gets stuffed back in the hole and they smear wax back over it again.
Okay.
That's how they test the cheese to see if it's aged well enough and what's good, bad, other. And then, yeah, it's a science process that's been being done for, hundreds of years at least, if not more.
Yeah, because I know that in making Swiss cheese, there's certain microbes in the air that get into it.
Right,
and
that's what makes the bubbles. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
those bubbles form right when the cheese is still semi-soft, and depends on the amount of that bacteria or whatever they use in there, is the size of your bubble. So baby Swiss has little tiny holes in it. That's where they chill it when it gets to that point. The aged Swiss, they let the bubbles get bigger, and then they chill it because it needs to stay at a temperature for that bacteria to grow just right. And then they wax it and chill it and throw it in the ager. So now you get aged Swiss, which is firmer and firmer over the time, because there's some moisture will escape out of the wax, but nothing gets back in. And yeah, that's where your cheese is aged Swiss. You see that word aged, and there's generally bigger hole. You're not going to find aged baby Swiss. They just don't do that.
Right. That's a contradiction in terms.
Yes. Old babies.
Yeah. Old baby.
Yeah, because I'd seen some Nat Geo videos years ago showing them taking the cheesecloth, got the big round thing of cheese, and they start, they dip the cheesecloth. I can't remember what they dipped it in, but then they lay it over and they start rolling it around, turn it over, and start layering it and stuff, and then they start pouring wax on it one side and the other side.
Yeah, it's dipped in vinegar.
Yeah. But it's just, this is, like I said, it looked like they were out in a big barn with, tables and stuff and just making cheese and stuff. And it's like, I always wondered, how sterile that area is.
That barn is actually underground, an underground tunnel. It's like a cave. They're not actually in a barn. They're actually underground.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no horses walking around kicking up the hay and dust in the air, Gil. Come on.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Well, hey, in Texas, they say that's where the best chili is made, out by the corral.
That's great. You eat that Texas chili all day long. I'll make my own in my nice clean kitchen.
Now, the thing about the cheese and the different names of some of these cheeses is because they came from different towns. Each town had its own bacteria culture for obvious reasons. And that's where their cheese became famous, because it was inoculated with the bacteria that was common in that area. So
yeah,
that's
now
why
you can't. I can't make that same recipe and call it Parmigiano Reggiano, because that specifically, that is patented and whatever in the cheese world. If it didn't come from that region of Italy, you ain't calling it. You can call it Parmesan style. You can call it Reggiano style, but you can't call it Parmesan Reggiano or any of the other ones because you don't make it. It's like champagne. All the champagnes, they're not champagnes made in California. You can't call it champagne because champagne
It's
only comes from
sparkling
the Champagne region of France. Period.
Yeah, they got to call it sparkling wine.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard the little ping here a minute ago. My wife sent me a text. Put down a bunch of seeds, taking advantage of the weather. Fava and sweet peas in the back, sugar, snap peas, chard, rainbow, and Swiss, beets, nasturtiums in front. Still need to get a round of spinach and carrots in as well.
Text her back and say, I'd love to, but you need to get your ass up here and do it yourself.
No, this is what she's doing there in California.
Oh, okay.
She put it down because of the weather. Drop some seeds in Eli's flower pots. There are survivors from last year, but they're all the. So basically, she brought up early last summer a bunch of little bowls of flowers and stuff for Eli. That's why she's doing Eli's pots again. She took them back this last trip back down there, but she'll bring them up again this spring. But the weather there in California, I guess they're starting to get a lot of rain coming in, but right now it's clear, warm enough. She put all the seeds down and is hoping to get stuff growing there. It's like I was thinking about that until I saw we got snow coming on tomorrow.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, you got a cold front coming through. Whoops.
Yeah. Basically what's coming, it's weird. If I looked at the map today, coming down out of Alaska.
Yep.
Down off the coast, missing Howie and everything else, and hooks a U-turn at Monterey and starts going back north by northeast up to San Francisco.
Howie might still get a little snow this season. You never know.
But it's going up through San Francisco, Stockton, Sacramento, Reno, on up into Twin Falls and up towards us. And what's hitting is right now, Sierra has no snow. Or if they do, it's just a little blotch over here and a little blotch over there. They're expecting 3 to 4 feet of snow off this storm.
Good.
In one day.
And then California will drain the reservoirs because look, we're going to get so much water from this. Let's drain them out now. And then they don't get enough. And then
the great nuisance has been put in his place and say, you try draining them again, we're going to sue you. His own party said that to him. So
yeah. See how that works out.
But either that or they'll kick him out of the Demon Rat Party, make him join the socialist whatever of America.
No, they won't. Well, Aunt Nancy won't let that happen. Okay, this is for Thursday night. Anyway, let's get
yeah. But anyways, I'm just saying
on my channel.
The stuff with I was just saying, she's starting her garden now, so everybody get ready to start your garden.
Right. So Tammy,
Canning
cream cheese.
Yes.
How?
Watch my video.
Oh, stop. We're on a live.
You have to melt the cream cheese. So I have a pot of very hot water. I cube up the cream cheese. I never touch it with my bare hands because that will introduce bacteria. I sanitized all of my instruments with some vinegar or
boiling water.
And let it dry so that the vinegar doesn't really touch my cheese, even though cheese is already curdled. I don't want vinegar and milk touching. And I smush it into
jars.
Quarter pints. I'm using quarter pints.
Okay.
That's what I like. That's what I'm using. All my cheese goes in quarter pints. That's the size I need.
You smush it down in there like slowly as it. Now, do you have a rolling boil going, or is it just hot water like 160, just enough to get it to
really
melt?
Hot. Super hot. And I stick it in the oven on low and I let it melt on low. The lowest my oven will go. Let it melt. And then I bring it back out and I add more to it. And I try to be careful. I want to keep a 1-inch headspace. So I try to not do it too much. It's hard to gauge. Put it back in, let it melt. Then I take it out. I use a dry towel, not a damp one. Clean off my lids, my rims, and then I put the lids on, put the rings on, and put it in the water bath.
How long did water bath for? Like 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
I don't
Gotta
remember.
watch the video. Gotta watch the video.
Years since I did it. I haven't done any in 3
geez.
years. Time to do it again.
I might actually do that for a small batch because I like to keep cream cheese out at the cabin when I'm not there. That way I don't have to bring it in the cooler and I can just pop a little quarter pint open, take my bagel, throw it over the fire, toast it, and put cream cheese on it. So,
and I told you before we started that I tried to watch the video and didn't get through to watch it to remind myself. And then you asked me anyway.
well, got to make it talk instead of going, watch my video. Watch my video.
I don't
Watch my
remember.
video.
I don't remember because
All right, everybody, watch your video on cream cheese because that's what I'll be watching after the show here.
or you can
And then
watch the one on Alfredo that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. What was the video today on your Facebook page?
Oh,
I didn't do one on Facebook today.
Oh, okay. It was all right. It was all right. So what was the video that came out on your channel today? Oh, you said that one popped up and you weren't sure what it was.
Oh no! I always do a recipe of the day, and they're scheduled a year or more out. As I see a good recipe, I just put it in and I just put it in sequence. And I try to put it wherever it'll fit. Strawberry recipes go in May. What I mean by fitting. And today's recipe of the day is homemade Velveeta. I did not plan that. I did not know. I scheduled that a year ago. So go to my community page if you want a recipe for homemade Velveeta.
is it on YouTube or Facebook? YouTube,
my community page, my recipe of the day today came out at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Homemade Velveeta. So that was kind of fun. It was to follow the theme today.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's what we were talking about before we started here on the Rebel Canners Facebook page. The last couple days, there have been a lot of cheese questions and recipes and advice about canning cheese, and it was just this was scheduled 6 months ago. So
randomly popped up.
Randomly, everybody's hot topic.
What's it called? It's sort of the synchronicity of the universe aligning.
Yes, all of the planets are in line.
So I dropped the link again on my side. If somebody wants to, if one of you want to pull it from the chat and drop it on Tammy's side, that would work.
Yeah, I can't do it from my phone.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to open up the another tab here. So
yeah, I can't have.
Hang on, let's see. I think did I give Shady Hill? No, Shady Hill is a member, but not. Let me do something for Shady Hill. Add as moderator on my side. I'm not sure if Shady Hill is a moderator on your side or not, Tammy.
I don't think they are. They probably should make him a moderator. I need more moderators because my moderators have all gotten too busy.
Yeah.
I'm a moderator. I even have a shield. Ooh. You got, you don't have, on the one I'm watching on the widescreen one, you have no trolls there, so you're good.
Yeah. And Diana just came in on your side there, Tammy.
Hey, Uncle Richard made it. What's up, Richard?
I should probably make Diana a moderator too. She's around enough.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up. Okay, she's not. I'm going to go make her a moderator on my side. We need more Smurfs.
Yeah.
And that way, one of the ones can copy it from my side and go post it on Tammy's side if you're a moderator over there too. Then you got to have a wrench to be able to post links and stuff.
Well, I just posted on her side. You saw that.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Mark.
So yeah, that's the one live stream from 3 years ago with Tammy, me, and Corky from White Family Farm.
Oh, that one.
That was an hour and a half video on canning cheese.
Let me scroll
Live.
that. There it is. Let me. I'll post that one on Tammy's side too.
It's taken about 4 days to edit this Alfredo video, and I think every post in Rebel Canners has been Alfredo sauce.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm on there as a sofa survivalist. Darn it. I'm not a moderator over there. I posted it, but it didn't pop. Shoot. Hold on. Let me change who I am. That's all right. I got it.
Count.
Switch
I
account.
didn't have that one, the one I did moderators. I'll make sofa survivalist a moderator too when I get
That's
off.
fine. Whatever. Yeah, whichever one, because whatever one's on my screen, it's like, oh crap, I'm this one. Okay. Let me go back over to here and
Actually,
live chat. Oh wait, I don't want live chat on. What the heck am I on here?
all right.
Oh yeah, I am. There it is.
I think both of Gil's are.
I'm checking. I think I am.
I think you're a double moderator.
There you go. All right. Now Chef Tech posted it on your side.
All right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So now everybody's got the link to the video. You can just open it into another tab and wait till we're done here, and then you go watch it. But yeah, that's one of the first lives I did with you and Courtney 3 years ago.
Yeah, the second one I posted is the live. I think. I don't know. Whatever. Watch them both. Open 2 tabs. Just let them sit there. Watch them later.
Yeah. It's the same video.
Oh, I put the same one up? Oh,
yeah.
Shoot. Oh,
but that one that I showed and shared, that was a live. That was a 3.5 hour live. Not 3.5 hour and a half live.
Yeah. I'm like, I have not done a 3.5 hour live.
No, you haven't done one since you sat with me and walked me through my first pressure canning experience.
Okay. Well, that was on your channel though. That wasn't on my channel.
Oh, you didn't share it to your channel?
I don't think we could then.
Oh.
Oh no, maybe
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
All right, whatever. I see the same 3 videos in a row, so whatever.
Yeah.
Go to her channel, just cruise around. You can do a search on Tammy's channel and just punch in keywords like cheese. It'll pop up.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze drying cheese. Tell us your experience.
So you can't freeze dry a brick of cheese. It needs to be very small. I do shredded. Yes, I just buy it. Buy shredded cheddar, shredded mozzarella. I've done Mexican blend, you name it. Whatever they sell in a 1 pound or 2 pound bag at my Aldi or Lidl. And if I don't have any, I bag it. I'll buy a bag. Take it home, freeze it, throw it in a freeze dryer. When it comes out, they're like noodles, those crispy Chinese noodles.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it in your mouth, let it sit there for a second, all of a sudden it's cheese, and then it melts and you get the flavor. So I throw those, I'll freeze dry and put it in half-gallon jars. And I put a lot of extra oxygen absorbers in there because I will open and close those jars a few times. And I take it out when I do my freeze-dried chili for my daughter. I ask her, do you want cheese in there? She's like, yes. Okay. Cheddar, mozzarella. She's like, cheddar. I'm like, okay. So I take whatever grams, which equals whatever amount for that chili. I'll just sprinkle some in there. And when you dump the hot water in there, the cheese will rehydrate, and there's a procedure for that. If the cheese is on top or just mixed in, you dump the hot water in, it will rehydrate and melt, which is great because she loves, because then your chili gets that little orangey
swirls.
Oh yeah. And if you want to rehydrate cheese for other things, like to sprinkle on something, you just take a big terry cloth, very clean. I'd suggest get a really good terry cloth and boil it first to make sure it's sterile. Take it out, let it cool, wring it out so it's just barely damp, and sprinkle your freeze-dried, shredded, whatever cheese it is on half of the towel, then just flip it over and let it sit for like 10, 15 minutes. It will absorb the moisture back up. When you take it out, you just have to shake it down into a bowl or whatever. And you have regular shredded cheese again. I've done it with mozzarella cheese to put on top of my. I'm making French bread pizza sometime, and so I'll pull some of that out, let it rehydrate because I forgot to buy mozzarella cheese, so I let it rehydrate, and then I toast my French bread and put my sauce on there from a recanned pizza sauce. And I sprinkle my mozzarella cheese on there, and it melts. You would never know the difference. So you can freeze dry cheese. It's got to be shredded. You can't just do bricks. Doesn't work because the oils that are in cheese stay suspended within the molecules of the proteins. So yes, there's still oil in there. It's high in oil, but it doesn't touch the oxygen. So it doesn't spoil, go bad. I don't know how long it'll last for, probably a while, but it won't go bad. So it has a high oil content or fat content, but because it's suspended, it never touches the air in the molecules. Even after you shred it, you're not like breaking the molecules in half with a shredder attachment. So, yep, and it freeze dries very nice. And it's really weird. My wife will sprinkle some dry shredded cheddar shreds on her salad, and the vinegar will rehydrate it. Oil won't rehydrate it. Water-based will. So the vinegar in her vinegar salad dressing will rehydrate it. And yeah, and the lettuce and the moisture from that, yeah, it rehydrates, and even if it stays crispy, she doesn't care. It's like little cheese croutons. It's really cool.
Okay.
So go buy a freeze dryer. I don't have a link.
Question on that. When I'm doing I get the 5 and 10 pound blocks of Tillamook, and I got one knife. I go slice it. I can make it so thin, and I've cut several thin pieces. And the kids want a quick cheater grilled cheese sandwich.
I wouldn't. I would shred it.
Okay. Because I can cut it thin into those shredded pieces.
The same way, but it would probably stick to the towel at that point.
Right. Okay. I was just wondering on that if the next. I had two thoughts. One is, can you do that real thin, and then two, can you powder the cheese up?
Yeah, sprinkle it on popcorn. Yep.
Yeah. So
you can. So think of it this way: the higher the surface to volume ratio is, aka powder, the faster it absorbs humidity out of the air.
Right.
So if you're going to do that for popcorn, yeah, you got to be really fast in a less than 20% humidity environment to bag it, tag it, jar it. And when you make that popcorn, you open a jar and because as soon as you start to sprinkle it, the steam coming off the popcorn, it'll turn it into clumps. So you got to be. You have to add anti-clumping agents.
Well, I was thinking that if you just have like your cheese, your grated cheese, freeze dried, and you do your whatever you want to put powdered cheese in, and you just dump some out. You powder it real quick and toss it in it.
You can, but if you toss it in and don't have it stirring as you go, you'll get clumps of cheese. So not the cheese powder.
It's like making a gravy. You got to stir it.
Right. The cheese powder they sell in the store and all that stuff that you can sprinkle on there. Read the ingredients. It's not just cheddar cheese. There's so many anti-clumping agents and things and stuff that you probably would have to pull out this Van Nordstrom Scientific Encyclopedia to understand what the stuff is. So, yeah.
Yeah, I took several chemistry classes, including anecdotal chemistry that's not what it's right.
Anecdotal?
Where they give us a mystery compound and we had to figure out what it was by testing it. I can't think.
Breaking it down, yeah.
I can't think. Well, the first thing they did was teach us how to make baking soda. But I can't even pronounce, and I don't know what those chemical compounds are that they're saying. Yeah. Most of
that's why I would just say, no, not really. You can try it, see what happens. If it works, great. You're not going to put it in a shaker and shake it on the popcorn as you're tossing the bowl. You might get lucky, and but you better use it all, because when it's powder, if I have a freeze dried basketball and moisture gets on the outside, only the very outside is going to absorb the moisture. It's going to take forever to get to the middle. But if I take that basketball, if it's a solid brick of whatever, and powderize it, your surface to area volume increases exponentially.
Yep.
And you will have so much surface area. The single molecule of humidity of H2O in the air immediately goes into it. And that stuff will start clumping in seconds.
Yeah.
In any humid environment. I don't care. Well, you got to be at like 0% humidity. So go to the South Pole where the humidity is actually very low, like 10%. And that's where you get like nosebleeds and stuff. But anyway.
And that's why the Parmesan cheese is a cheese-like substance that you keep in the refrigerator. The grated Parmesan is a
Yes.
cheese substance, not actual Parmigiano Reggiano.
It's a Parmesan Romano blend, and they have anti-caking agents that coat it so it doesn't absorb more. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there's that.
Cornstarch. It's covered in cornstarch. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Modified cornstarch.
Yeah, modified with some other
Chemicals.
27 syllable words mixed in there. Yeah.
All right. So here's off of Tammy's community post. Here's the recipe here. You can just go there. It's the top post there. So healthy homemade Velveeta, and you can go over there and just go to Rebel Canners and click on post, and there it is, the top one.
And you can use this recipe to make my queso. Just saying.
Okay.
Which is
All
on
right.
the agenda for us this week, since we have leftover Rotel.
All right. So coming up here this week, every day, Monday through Friday, at 9 p.m. Oh, not no. At 9 my time, 11 Eastern, is I'm working on editing my novels on Gray Man Prepping. So that's on the Gray Man Prepping channel. Tomorrow AM, 11 a.m. We start. We're starting book 2 of Against the Wind tomorrow. We finished book 1 of Against the Wind, and we finished book 1 of The Scout and the Ninja today. The Scout and the Ninja today. Finished it off. So that'll be going on in the morning. Saturday and Sunday, it's at 10 a.m. All right. Coming up here in the evenings. Tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, RVs for Prepping. Wednesday and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Pam at Tempest Creek Homestead is doing part 2 of the interviewing me about prepping and other information like that. That'll be live on Gray Man Prepping as well. Thursday is the Midnight Ride. Friday, back here on Camp Patton Family Compound, Grow Indoors. We're going to talk about different ways you can grow food indoors, including having your own little orchard indoors. Where are we at? Okay. Saturday is the mega live stream day. First one is at 8. Not 8. Sorry, keep on trying to give my times. 10 p.m. Will be chapter 3, I believe, of
10 a.m.
a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m.
Yeah, a.m.'s right.
10 a.m. for editing chapter 3. At 2 p.m. Eastern time is the live stream with Shadow Scout Swede. I'll be streaming it. Shadow will be streaming it, and when Mike from UK Urban Prepper comes in, he'll stream it to his channel as well. Then at 8 p.m. Eastern, the topic for my Survival Saturday is after the insect invasion, what are your plans? And this is not like most of them. This happens every friggin' year, multiple times a year in different parts of the world. So we're going to talk about it happening here.
That just bugs me when you talk about that.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of different type bugs. But next Monday now, here is canning lamb.
Ooh. Okay. All righty.
So if any of you out there have any favorite recipes you want to share, you can share them in the chat. So that's what's coming up for the next week. And I want to thank you all for coming in here. Those that came in on Tammy's side, thank you for supporting
Thank
Tammy. Those on my side, thank you for supporting me. Those on both sides, you get double bonus thank yous for supporting both of us.
Yay.
Oh, and by the way, both Tammy and I our channel memberships start at 99 cents. Alrighty. With that, everyone, we will see you around. Have fun and take care.
Have a good night.